Oh, let me go over the entanglement first. So, this is just one way to get to the honeyhole, okay? So, she comes up for the underhook, I'm late, right? Watch it. My free leg is gonna step behind her and actively pull her leg forward. So, imagine I'm behind her leg, I'm pulling forward actively, okay? Don't just rest it there. My free leg steps behind, actively pulls forward. Now, as I sit back to my right butt cheek, I'm able to use my free arm to control her leg. We're not done yet. That knee that's inside needs to frame on the floor and away from your arm, in between you and your partner. Her goal is to close the distance between me and her, right? My goal is to use that frame to keep her away. Let's look at this leg position. Two of my legs are controlling her, this is the primary leg. The leg that's in between mine, that's the primary leg. All of my limbs are actively attempting to control her secondary leg. If I'm controlling her secondary leg, she can't escape. If I'm only controlling her primary leg, she's gonna escape. Okay? So again, just like the arm bar, her defense comes from the secondary limb. So don't be like, oh cool, I got to the honey hole. No, control that far leg, okay? We're gonna practice this and then we're gonna put this into a drill. So just for now, I want the person on the bottom to pummel the underhook. Person on top, you're gonna throw on the whizzer. Your upper body stays in place. Pivot on your, I'm gonna call this the inside leg, the leg that's closest to her. Pivot on the inside leg. Free leg comes back, actively pulls forward. As I sit back onto my hip, control the far leg. I'm not done yet because she's got all sorts of defense from here. So what I'm gonna do is rotate until that leg is framed in between me and my partner. Notice how both of my legs are still controlling her secondary leg. You don't have to figure four your legs, you can just do this, that's fine. And both of my arms are concerned controlling her secondary leg. Any questions? I hate dead drilling, but we're just gonna dead drill this for a round or two until we are comfortable enough to put it into a drill. Good? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Dylan, we're gonna start in the underhook. Person on bottom has the underhook. When I say go, person on top, you are trying to either pass the guard or step back into the honey hole, okay? Person on bottom, you're either trying to sweep or stand up. Cool? So we're starting in the half guard. Person on top, your win conditions. Pass, honey hole. Person on bottom, win conditions, sweep or stand up. Cool? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nate on the bottom here, Javon on top. Deep underhook. Javon's got to have a little bit more forward pressure with his head. Oh, let's go with that overhook. Trying to pass. Carefully doesn't get hit with a cowboy sweep. Let's see who's going to enter first. I'm sorry, that's Zach on the bottom. Javon poking his knee out. Now he's got the underhook. And he's going to slide through for the pass. That was excellent. No entries here. And try the other side. Nice. Steps back for the entry. Didn't have any stability in the upper body. Let's see what went wrong. So here. Okay. Yeah. Don't do anything if your opponent has superior grips on you here. So you can see as he steps back, he's unable to clear that secondary leg because he has no freedom in his upper body. So, or primary leg, I should say. He's kind of stuck right here. It almost turns into a sweep for Zach. Javon's pure physicality saved him when he walked into a triangle. Start again. He's got to drop his head and kick up and over a little bit more in order to get that back step. Does Zach have a Kimura? I can't tell. I was going for it. Yeah, look, he's trying to step back, but he's not. What am I trying to say? And it's not that he's not stepping back far enough, it's the angle of his hips. His hips are pointing straight to the ground. He's trying to step that leg over Zach's. Not going to happen. You got to come up and over his primary leg. He's kind of running into it like that. In order to do that, he actually needs to get his head to the other side of Zach's head. There we go. That's a little bit better. Control that leg on the way back. I missed the grip. Good attempt though. Alyssa on top. Oh, that would have been a good time. Yep, steps back. Gotta get behind his hamstring and misses it. Almost. Gotta get really far behind your opponent's leg so that when they, if inevitably, roll up into you. Yeah, sure, why not? All of that. They fall into the honey hole. Yeah, I think Beck was explaining pretty much as much. I'd like her to be controlling the grip as well. Beck's controlling the right hand, or with his right hand controlling her left hand. Be better if it was the other way around. Gotta get a tighter whizzer too. Oh, Beck coming out the back door. Nice, right into the dogfight. Who has the underhook? Beck still got the underhook. She got whizzer over. Oh, going to front headlock. Now would be a good time to step back. She can't let go of that whizzer. He's gonna go right to her back. Yeah, she's forgetting about the basics. Good frame. Oh, let go of the whizzer though. That left hand frame is saving her. Yep. The back step isn't there, but she's not in danger. Oh, she might be in danger. I guess we'll have to back herself any further. No back step entries on this one.
Position. Here, she back steps. She's controlling both your legs, and she's got a good frame. Okay. Now, as I said before, you cannot escape if your secondary leg is caught. Generally speaking, 99% of the time, you do not want to belly down this leg, okay? Because that exposes you to more leg locks. Again, this position, this system, is more viable no-gi than it is gi because you have heel hooks available. Okay? So again, I need to free my top leg. Okay? So number one, I got to come up and I got to control her grip here. Usually it's going to be one underneath your leg, one on either side of your leg. But again, that's not an ironclad rule. You're just trying to prevent her from ankle locking you or heel hooking you. Okay. If I just try and pull my foot out from here, I could probably turn my heel and get out. But the problem is, if my toes get caught, she's got something called an Aoki lock. Okay? She's going to break her foot. So, let's be a little bit smarter about this. I'm going to take my, once I'm controlling my opponent's grip, I'm actually going to shoot my leg further in, here. And then I'm going to cross my feet. The leg that I'm trying to free is going to go underneath my other leg. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I just made a giant gap in her arm. Okay? So again, here, get that leg tight, there's zero gap. Okay? But once I cross my legs, boom, a giant gap appears here. That's going to allow me to pull that top leg out without in danger of being leg locked. Or less danger, I should say. Now there's another problem. I got to clear the lower body. My goal is to sit up and turn away from my partner. If her leg is still here, it makes it harder for me to sit up. And even if I sit up, I can't turn away and stand up. Okay? So, once you clear the upper body, you now have to clear the lower body. How you do that is up to you. I like to stuff the leg and literally just get my leg behind my opponent's. Now watch. I kick my leg further in as I put that foot on the floor. If your foot's on the floor and bearing weight, they can't leg lock it, right? Fold your leg underneath, start to build a base, and push, fight the cross here, and immediately high step into your pass. Okay? Again, let's look at why and how this works. So you get caught. This leg over. There we go. Good. Here. Okay. Oh, that's another thing I mentioned. Believe it or not, you're gonna straighten out this leg and you're gonna push it further through, so they have a harder time accessing your heel, right? But we're in the unfortunate position where my secondary leg is caught. Number one, fight the grip, probably by pulling it towards you. Number one, it prevents a straight ankle lock in the heel hook. Number two, it aids our escape. Okay? So again, establish some kind of grip and pull it towards you. As I pull it towards me, I'm going to kick my foot further through and get it underneath my other ankle. My secondary leg is now behind my primary leg. Okay? Then this is my secondary leg. The primary leg is the one that's caught in between the legs. So after I make space, I'm going to switch it. A big gap appeared. I'm going to use that gap to extract my foot, and now I need to clear the lower body. Once that's clear, I sit up, get my foot to the floor, and start making it bear weight as soon as possible, right? Fold this leg underneath you, start building up onto a base. As I turn away, I'm going to push the top leg down, and again, just like in jiu-jitsu, as soon as you're done defending, immediately start attacking a guard pass. Any questions? It's going to take a couple of tries to see why this works, but again, let's break it down into principles. Clear the upper body, clear the lower body, turn away from your partner as you stand up. From there, it's going to be obvious you got to push the top leg down. Go. All right, remember the principles. On three. 1, 2, 3. To get into this saddle position here. Again, the leg that I need to control. First of all, let's get our terminology right. The leg that's figure fouring around his leg, that's a primary leg. Okay, that's the one that's quote unquote stuck. However, most of my control is going to come from controlling the secondary leg. In order to escape, he needs this leg free, whether he turns right or left. Okay, so keep a good clamp on your primary leg, and also after I figure four that leg, my foot is going to be on the ground. The reason being, he wants to escape by turning away from me, right? So if this leg's on the floor, yeah, he can rotate. Or off the floor, he can rotate. However, if this leg is on the floor, he goes to rotate, it acts like a kickstand. It helps me stay in place a little bit more. Okay, small but significant detail. Now, let's attack the secondary leg first. We have a couple straight ankle locks on this. Okay? Actually, and one thing we're allowed to do, lots of things we're allowed to do. No gi that we're not allowed to do gi. Let's keep it simple for now. I have a simple straight ankle lock from the top here. Okay. Again, when I get the straight ankle lock, I'm attacking as far back on the foot as possible with the bony part of my wrist. So don't get your arm in too deep here. Okay. Bony part of your wrist, straight back, and now I'm trying to make as much space between me and my opponent, get all the slack out of the grip, and now I can extend for the finish. Okay? That's going to be a little bit hard to get. What I like to do, because it gives me even more control, is to pass this leg over and under my far armpit. Now look, he's all tangled up. He can no longer escape, and I can attack his foot. Same thing, get back as far on the foot as possible, bony part of the wrist. You'll notice that his foot's on an angle, so when I extend, I actually curl his foot in here for the finish. It's a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit more effective than a regular straight ankle lock. Those are the only two things I want you to work on for now, okay? So, this is where we're going to start. Patty caked up. This is the position you're going to start. When I say go, Nate's trying to escape. I'm trying to control and finish with either straight ankle lock over the top armpit or the bottom armpit. That's all I want for now. Oh, I will add one thing. If your opponent thinks they're being smart by crossing their leg, specifically their top leg over their bottom leg, right? We're going to hit the Texas cloverleaf. Your top arm is going to go behind their bottom leg. Okay, everybody see my hand configuration in conjunction with his leg configuration. Gable grip, pull to the floor as you extend your legs. This one doesn't really injure your opponent, it's just his shin going into the back of his calf. It's just a little painful. So don't expect to tap a lot in competition. Okay. So again, we got 3 techniques from here. We got the Texas cloverleaf, we got the top side ankle lock, and the crossover bottom side ankle lock. That's all I want for now. Okay. Any questions? All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. 2 minutes run. Primary leg with this inverted heel hook. Okay. So I'm presented with a problem. In order to get to this heel, I have to let this leg go. And if I let the leg go, he's got a higher chance to escape. This is why I like crossing it over here, right? Controlling the leg, and now I have a lot of time to go back and get this heel hook here. Generally speaking, I want a nice bend in the leg, probably a little bit more than I have now. I'm gonna connect my hands together, bony part of your wrist on the heel here, and now I sit back as I extend my hips, and my hands come with me. Very slowly. Do not, under any circumstances, rip a heel hook. Also, if you're in the heel hook position, do not ever try and escape by exploding. The only thing that's going to explode is your own knee. Be technical with this escape, okay? Because even if I'm not putting any pressure, if Nate turns the wrong way, he's going to rip his own shit open. And I did nothing wrong, and that's on you, okay? So do not explode out of any twisting lock, okay? Upper or lower body, okay? So again, if he's trying to escape, I can still get the heel hook here, but I have less control over the body, right? Which is why I'm gonna try and get this double trouble here. And now I start looking for that heel. I could probably even finish it one-handed, okay? There's also a knee bar from here. Most likely what's gonna happen is that it's a last-ditch attempt. Your opponent has already started to escape in a very specific situation. Believe it or not, you're not gonna go that way. So if your opponent starts to belly down, there, and you keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, their knee is eventually gonna rotate towards you, okay? That's when we attack the knee bar. So, go back, knee. By virtue of that, I've already started to lose the position. It is not something that I want you to actively seek. It's something you plan for, but not necessarily something you actively seek. So I lost control of the secondary leg. He starts to belly down. Now, as soon as his knee faces me, I'm gonna clamp down so he can't rotate any further. Chances are his leg's gonna be exactly where it is, behind your armpit. Don't fight it, okay? From here, you're gonna extend your hips as you arch back. Here, for the tap. I will say one thing, if you're facing the sky, it probably won't work. I want you either on your right side or your left side, okay? Again, can you rotate out of here, Nate? He eventually can, so it's not a super solid position, but it's not bad either, okay? So again, I'm gonna keep what I have, extend my hips as I arch back for the finish, okay? So again, to reiterate, I got the heel hook from here, right? I'm not even gonna clear the second leg. Heel hook from here, very gently. Yeah, exactly. Maybe if as I go to heel hook, it starts to rotate right into my knee bar positioning here. Okay? Figure 4, clamp down, and extend. That's not ideal. I'm gonna let you know right now, that's not ideal. That means if you end up in a knee bar, it means you're forced to go for it. Any questions? So we're gonna play, yep. Yep, one more time. From here, I'm in the honey hole. It's an inverted heel hook. So it's gonna feel the opposite of what you felt last time. Okay. Yes, I do have a heel hook on this side, but he can turn his foot all sorts of ways, so it's kind of unstable, right? So assuming I get in the perfect situation, I'm controlling it here. My top arm is gonna put a bend in his foot. I'm not just reaching back, right? Look, my body puts a bend in his foot, and now it can hold his leg. Top hand facing down, bottom hand facing up, and very gently apply pressure here. Okay? Again, don't even apply pressure. Just if you have the grip, just look at your partner. They know they got it. Okay? And then just reset. Cool. All right, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Zach in the black, Nate in the gray, trying to get out of the honey hole for the secondary leg. He's got to turn a little bit more. Oh, did he have something? Oh, he got a he got a straight ankle lock without even having a grip on it. That was kind of weird. Hey, if it works, it works. I forget. I think I mentioned it. I was like, what the hell was that? The honey hole again. Nate's got to freeze left leg. Oh, Zach gets the crossover. It's gonna be real hard to escape here. Working that straight ankle lock. You see the pain on Nate's face. Still staying strong with it though. Still fighting the grips, not giving up. Yeah, once that leg comes over, again, the deeper you are in the entanglement, right, the harder it is to get. I mean, that goes without saying. Secondary leg's free, generally speaking. Can he turn away in time? Ah, maybe not. Zach's getting a funky ankle lock from here. He's not even getting a grip. He's just pushing it straight down. I like it. Loving when my guys get creative. Honey hole again. Boom, there you go. Battle for that secondary leg right now. There we go. Now Nate stands up. Push down the cross. Oh, he's got to step over. Yep, there we go. Take away the angle from his opponent. Oh, slips the secondary leg out. Nice. Keep the hands occupied. Zach doing a good job keeping Nate on his side, not letting him stand up. There we go. I don't know what Zach's going for. Okay. Zach was trying to keep Nate on his side, which is the right call. However, instead of attacking this leg or trying to go back after this leg, watch what he does with this hand. He tries to pin him by placing his hand on his shoulder. Meanwhile, look, Nate's got all this freedom to get his primary leg out, and now it's no longer in danger. Good escape by Nate. Yeah, Zach has to address the issues at hand in order. Here we have Javon going after the leg lock. Francisco trying to escape. Oh, Francisco's fighting the hands pretty well. Okay, now he's got to stand up, put some weight on that right leg, stand up and turn away as he pushes down Javon's legs. He's up. He's going to push his legs down. Oh, Javon recovers the position. He's got to unthread the legs. Excellent. Oh, Francisco might be able to get out. Yeah. Might get caught in a knee bar here. Oh, it's caught in a knee bar. That was pretty close from both guys. Francisco was almost out. Javon managed to recover the position. So when you stand up, you got to push the legs down. Great example of this, from where I learned it was was it Vinny Maglesh against Gordon Ryan in I think it might have been ACB in Russia. Oh, while I was talking, Francisco hits a nice escape. I'm gonna rewind that in a second, but there we go. Now he pushes his leg down and slips past the knee on. Let's look at the whole thing again. So they're gonna start in the honey hole here. Say go. Francisco frees his secondary leg. Remember, Javon no longer has control of this leg, so it's only a matter of time before this leg escapes. Francisco turns away. He got caught on Javon's leg here for a split second, but now you can see he's out. And look, he's already fighting the hands. He's going to be able to stand up, put weight on this leg, and push the leg down. Exactly. Turns away. Javon no longer has an angle of attack. His legs, Javon's legs are also apart. Francisco doing a good job keeping the legs apart. Now he's going to stand up, push the legs down. Knee already past the hip line, and he's out. That's pretty textbook. Fast forwarding running back again. Starting in the honey hole here. Again, we gotta keep Javon from getting a good grip. Free the secondary leg, turn away, stand up on this leg, push down on the cross. They go. Francisco doing a great job getting that secondary leg out. Javon, I feel like he should have been attacking this leg. Nah, the right call was to get the secondary leg. Stands up. Yep, exactly. That was textbook. Two textbook escapes in a row. Gonna do it again. Yeah, okay, now Javon's controlling that secondary leg here. So it's going to be up to Francisco to free that leg so he can free the primary leg. Fighting the grips. Javon might be going for a straight ankle lock here. It's only got a couple seconds to finish. I think it's going to stop here. Yeah. Who knows how that ended? Alyssa in the purple gi trying to escape. Nick, sorry, trying to control Alyssa's secondary leg right now with his right leg and now his hand. He's got to pull it back towards him. He's got to spin. Not spin. He's got to turn back to his side. There we go. Control that secondary leg. He has the gi pants. As long as he doesn't put his fingers inside the gi, he's good. So if I were him, my right hand would be holding, making that false pocket grip. Okay, let's just get a better angle on it. If she can get up. Oh, maybe not. She can free her secondary leg and turn away. She'll have an escape. Nick obviously knows that, trying to get control of that secondary leg. Oh, manages almost manages to come up. That's a hard escape, trying to come up onto your opponent because they can just kind of roll you back, just like Nick did. Interesting battle going on here. No one really has the advantage. Think her secondary leg is free? Yep, now it's free. She's got it. There we go. Now she's pushing down on that leg. She's got to stand up, turn away from it, leave her foot heavy on the ground. But she's going for a counter leg lock here. Nate needs to be doing more with his hand rather than lifting his butt up and just keeping like weight on Alyssa's leg. Yeah, there we go. Now he's engaging with a run at a time though. I wish I was on the other side of this, catching more of the action. They're still working that secondary leg battle. I like it. Oh, there we go. Slipped a knee line right there. Let's see what happened. Nick's legs are open for half a second. She sits back, slips a knee line. Very nice. Or hip line, I mean. Nate attacking and Zach defending here. Nate doing a good job controlling the secondary leg. Yep. Looking for heel maybe. Looking for a Texas Cloverleaf or straight ankle lock. Zach's doing something interesting. Oh, he was holding Nate's head. Now he's holding his grip, preventing him from extending. Again, I would argue that's more of a temporary measure. He's got to free that secondary leg first. Uh, there we go. Nate's starting to attack the primary leg. Oh, maybe not. Goes back to secondary. Zach has an avenue of escape here if he could get a secondary leg all the way out. Still in it. Zach doing a good job controlling that secondary leg. Okay, now Zach's turning. He's got a free secondary leg. Put weight on that primary leg. Yep, stand up, push your legs down. He's almost out from here. He's got to clear the knee line. There we go, and he's out. Good job by both guys. So you see how important it is to keep your opponent on that side away from the secondary leg. They go again. Nate goes right back to secondary leg as he should. Oh, looking for a heel. Zach turns. Okay, that was nice by Nate. So Zach turned away from it, but watch Nate's left leg. He catches Zach's secondary leg here. Is going to feed it to his hand here. Boom. Now he's back in control. Oh, but Zach stripped the grip. Now, oh, see, this is the battle right here. Zach has to clear this leg so he could turn around. Oh, sorry. He's going to turn around and stand up. Nate, on the other hand, needs to use this hand and this leg to pull Zach back into position. Let's see what happens. Okay, Nate wins that battle, gets to control the secondary leg. Oh, almost got Texas Cloverleaf. But Zach almost spins back out. It's an interesting battle here. Now Zach going for Zach got an ankle like that. Let's see what happened. Nate got lazy with his leg. He didn't hide it from his opponent. Again, always hide your feet, right? Strong guy like Zach is gonna take it. He's got Nate's foot extended already. Got the blade of the wrist far back on the ankle. Quick tap right there. Very nice. Good battle by both guys. They're gonna run out of time. Got Nate here trying to defend himself against Hunter, closing the distance between his body and Hunter's upper body. Oh, there's that Nick. Nick's upper body. Nick's doing a good job controlling that secondary leg. He's got an ankle lock on it if he can extend. Oh, he's forgetting about the primary leg. The lock is a little weak. He's got his legs in position, but they're not really like squeezing down on this leg. Might be able to go for like a Mikey lock. If he extends now and kind of turns his chest to this guy. Oh, never mind. Let me put the boot on a little bit. Oh, there you go. Straight ankle lock finish. Did a good job keeping that primary leg. Start in it again. I don't know how we trained in that little spot. Oh, freeze the second. Nate freeze the secondary leg. He's got a turn. Oh, primary leg's gone. Nice. He didn't step on a step under it, but he did something funky. He just takes that leg out under. Hey, that was a nice little escape. As I was saying, I don't know how we trained in that tiny little spot. Like there must have been 12 people on the mats this day, and you could see that everybody's rolling on top of each other. Can't wait for you guys to see the videos of the new place. So they start in position, secondary leg controlled. Nate's a brave man. Nick's got a great grip on it. Nate fighting the grip, preventing him from extending. Let's see if he could slip his foot out. I don't know. I don't remember what he asked me here, but they're about to run out of time. There we go. Oh, he got the heel hook. Now Nate is attacking. Nick is defending. Nate doing a great job controlling that secondary leg. I'm sorry, he's controlling the primary leg right now. Oh no, no, I'm sorry. Second, I got confused. Nick's looked like he's fighting a grip. I'd like to see Nate keep him on the right side. There we go. And he's got to slide back on that secondary leg. And he should forget about his right arm for now. He should just concentrate on his left arm sliding back. Oh, okay. Gets his secondary leg out. He's got to turn away. His right hand is freezing Nate's far leg, which is a good idea. He's got to turn away from it. Now he's got to stand up, push the legs down, and he's out. Very nice. We got a minute left. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. Gonna start in position. They go. Nate doing great on the primary or secondary, I mean. Loses it. He's got to get it back. He's got to get it back and turn to his right. There we go. Now he's got. Oh, he should have attacked it immediately one-handed. Probably can't finish from here, but he could go for the Texas Cloverleaf. Go for a heel hook. Nate doing Nick doing a good job getting to the other side. Nice. And another escape. Good job, both guys. Anthony attacking, Coach Abe defending. Nice escape. So let's see what went wrong here. Anthony's legs are way too wide open. Look, Coach Abe's knee is out. Once he's out, boom, his secondary leg's also out of danger. Good escape by Coach Abe. Coach Abe is our Wednesday kids class instructor, fourth degree under the ATA system. Very, very athletic person. He was also on the MTV shows back in the day, if you guys remember Final Food. Oh, they're starting in the wrong position right now, though. I'll let it go. I was probably looking at another team. Gets a bite on that ankle, but he wasn't in the honey hole, so Ant is able to come up and apply his weight on his opponent, keep him pinned. Recovers to the half guard, but loses the honey hole or the leg lock, leg entanglement position. Fast forward a little bit. Ant's got to get closer now. Neither of them are in the honey hole. There we go. Coach Davis' knees already past the hip line. It's gonna be really hard to fit. Not impossible. I can't see what's going on with the secondary leg. Oh, I think he got it. Got the straight ankle lock. But I this concerns me here. And let that go way too soon. Try and keep that knee past the hip line as long and as deep as possible. Anthony in the defensive position, Dave going for the leg lock. They're gonna, I guess they start here. Start pretty deep in it. Anthony comes up. He's got to turn to his right. Dave's got to keep him on the left. Start sliding back on that ankle. There we go. Now he's got a good bite on the ankle. Anthony addresses that grip. Run into a wall here. Not seeing a lot of heel hooks today. Now, granted, some of them are white belts. I don't believe that there's any move more inherently dangerous than another. I teach my white belts heel hook and heel hook defense. And my argument is I'm not teaching you to be a good white belt. I'm looking to the future. Like you'll eventually get the black belt. I mean, statistically, a lot of them will could, but I want to get you to be a good black belt. So why not introduce leg locks early? There we go. Now he's got the secondary leg free. He's got to turn to his right, our left. He shouldn't be concerned about the grips right now. Good. And now as he stands up, I want his left hand to push down. There we go. Clear the knee line, and he can start to pass. We're gonna start in the honey hole again. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, just for time's sake. He's got the honey hole, but he's got to slide up way more. But no, that's not it. There we go. But he's got to slide up way more. I think this one's a wash. Enter with the attack. Kevin looking to escape. Had a good bite on that secondary leg, going for the straight ankle lock. Kevin doing a good job fighting the grip. May have taken some of the leverage away from him by being on his butt. Looking to go under now. Interesting. He's got about 10 seconds. Let's see if this. Oh, okay. Hunter forces Hunter to let go, gets the knee on belly. Beck starting in the defensive position. Aaliyah trying to finish. Beck's sitting up, which is interesting. Can't tell where Aaliyah's arms are. I think they're on the secondary leg. Yep, they're on the secondary leg. So she sits to the quote unquote correct side, looking for that straight ankle lock finish. Beck sits up, trying to fight the grip, trying to peel his right foot back. Oh, I thought he tapped. Never mind. He's got that secondary leg free. Why would you go that way? Turn to your right, Beck. He's got to turn to his right, put his left foot on the ground, and make it start carrying weight. He physically pushed her. The Beck's turning the wrong way. I don't think we went over the defense. Oh no, I'm telling him right now. Yeah, there we go. Put the foot on the ground, turn away, stand up, and push. And his left hand should be pushing down as soon as he can. Yeah, clear the knee line and start going into your passes. The level of white belt these days is so much higher than when I started, which was, geez, already 17 years ago. And that's a good sign for the sport. That means the sport is progressing. Oh, Aaliyah has a very terrible. Yeah, she's not in the right position. And fast forward until they get into position. Yeah, that was not the position that we started. Yeah, she's got nothing. She might have like a weird inverted heel hook here, but she's got nothing controlling the body because they started in the wrong position. I don't know if they noticed that or not. I'm not going to count that one, and they're going to run out of time. So everything other than that last one was a pretty good look. Dakota on the attack, Francisco on the defense. Yeah, he's got that. He got a tap on that. Dakota is probably one of the most athletic human beings I've ever met. He's a brown belt under Tavares. It's just a monster. Just pops into our gym every now and then. And he's got the heel again. Well, let's see what went wrong. So I'll stop talking and we'll observe the situation. Here, say go. Controls the secondary, comes up to the primary. Okay, from here, Francisco's got to gotta send his foot further into danger. What did they say in Lord of the Rings? The closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm. So he's got to push his foot in that way and turn it this way. Turn his whole body this way. That way he can start standing up on that secondary leg, stand up, push the primary leg down. But if he's chilling right here, his heel's going to get exposed. Dakota has to do very little to get a good bite on it, and that's a tappy tap. Oh, excuse me. Say go. No, yeah, you cannot. So, for instance, there we go. Now his foot's in a better position. His first instinct was to cross his legs. Do not do that. Dakota's got the secondary legs going for a straight ankle. Okay, Francisco's doing the right thing. He's got to put that foot on the ground. There we go. Turn it, push down, stand up. Dakota obviously letting him work, but that was good. He runs away. Terrell going for the attack. Zach trying to escape. Oh, Terrell might be trying to switch to a knee bar. Don't know if that's legal. Oh no, I think that's still legal. Not sure in the gi what it looks like. Oh, but Zach slips the knee line. Francisco on the attack. Javon on the defense. If Javon can get his secondary leg free, he'd be on the quote unquote good side for him, for his perspective. He's putting the boot on, preventing Francisco from extending that leg too much, but he's still in the entanglement here. Now he's fighting a grip. Yeah, that leg's too far in for Francisco to get an ankle lock. Oh, I don't even know how he escaped that. Let me see. Okay, once Francisco loses control of the foot, keep your eye on this foot here. It's going to come under this way. Loses control of that foot, brings it back, and sits up into it. Nice. Francisco may have been able to recover from here, but he would have had to invert a little bit more. Fast forward back into position. And they say go. Francisco doing a good job staying on that correct side. Yeah, he should go right for the heel hook from here. Oh, Javon gets it back. Javon's going for a grip of his own. Francisco controls the secondary. I've argued Javon should have turned and stood. Francisco trying to get a bite on the ankle. He's got to get way further back. John's got super long. Oh, it goes for a counter leg lock. Guys, I'm telling you, one of the most important things that my coach told me, Sideko Anario, one of the best nogi coaches in Philly. If you're going for someone's legs, make sure you hide your own. Don't forget about your own susceptibility, your own vulnerabilities, I should say. Let's start back in this position. Hopefully, time for another one. And on the attack, Nate on the defensive, and might have a bite on the ankle here. I can't tell what Nate's doing. Oh, he's holding his own hamstring. Interesting. So that's preventing Ant from straightening out his leg. Oh, well, I spoke too soon. Oh, okay, now he's holding Ant's grip. Okay, got the secondary leg free. Can he turn out of it? Yep, he's got to get his foot on the floor. Start to stand up. Beautiful escape. He's got to kick over now. He's got to kick over. There we go. Exactly. Now he can block his opponent's crossface. Or with the crossface. And fast forward a little bit here. There we go. And they're going to start. And trying to slide on that ankle. Nate doing a good job keeping. Oh, can he get the extension necessary? Nate doing that hamstring thing again. Seems to be working out. Wouldn't rely on that. It's more of a stalling tactic, but hey, it's preventing him from getting tapped. And it's got like 5 seconds. And I think Nate's going to survive. And in the honey hole, Nate attacking, got good control of that secondary leg. We got a perfect angle here. I guess not a perfect angle. We can't see what the upper body's doing. I'm assuming that Anthony is grabbing Nate's arms to prevent him from extending and attacking that ankle. Nate's got pretty good control here, even though his legs aren't crossed. Yeah, I would put a figure four or something a little bit more significant, for lack of a better word, around the primary leg here. As we can see, like it's just giant gap here. Excuse me, guys, I'm a little sick. I swear I get so sick every month. You guys have any remedies? Like running a business, trying to train every day, please let me know. Yep, Nate fishing for a heel almost, but blocked by the secondary leg. He's got to go over the primary and under the secondary foot. I think I just told him that, so I nodded. And it's got to be doing more yeah, like, there we go. Now he's getting his secondary foot back. Oh, he should have been out there. He should have pushed. He had an opportunity there, especially with Nate's legs being so open. All he needs to do is free that primary or secondary leg, and honestly, he could probably just turn out of it. Now, granted, once he frees the secondary leg, Nate will probably change his approach. But look at all this space that we got here that's not controlling the primary leg. I wonder if Ant could just literally just kind of like sit back at this point. Just start strimping back and see if he could clear Nate's hip line. As for Nate, oh, okay, I see he's attacking the secondary leg now. I was wondering why he wasn't going for a primary. He's trying to straight angle lock the secondary, which is a good option. Yeah, look, because Nate's legs weren't in a good position and almost slipped out. So here he turns because it's so loose. Honestly, if Ant knew, he could probably just sit back here and escape the position, but he didn't know. Oh, maybe like his knee is like right here on Nate's hip line. got to be like 4 more inches this way and then it'd be out. I don't know if Nate could attack the primary leg from here. Probably going to run out of time. Interesting battle from here from both perspectives. Nate on the attack, Javon on the defensive, gets a good bite on that secondary leg. Crosses his legs, interesting. Oh, going after Nate's leg. Now Nate's on the defensive, hiding his foot. Okay, which he should have done in the beginning. And he's got to go for an attack of his own. Interesting, interesting. Uh, I'm not sure what Nate got caught with. Maybe a toe hold? Maybe a straight ankle lock. Not sure. Nate back on the attack. Yeah, oh, going for the Texas Cloverleaf. It doesn't quite have the right kind of torque on it. I'd be switching to a heel hook if I were him. Or a knee bar. Looks like Javon's. Now his knee's still past the hip line, which is good. That's the good news. Okay, now he's going for a heel hook on the secondary leg. Very nice. Okay, gets it. Good switch by Nate. Slick. Start back in a honeyhole. Patty cake up, and they start. Javon's got to turn. All right, he's got to get secondary leg. Oh, back in the Texas Cloverleaf. Nate quite doesn't quite have anything here. He's deep in it, but not. He's deep in the position, but he's not deep on a submission. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. He's turning him, which is not exactly what Nate wants. Nate wants to sit back on that side. He's got to attack the heel. Javon doing something funky, building a base from here. Interesting. He doesn't have a wide base, but from here, it's going to be hard for Nate to finish. Very, very interesting. We're gonna run out of time, but I would have loved to see how that played out.